Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Priyasha. I make makeup related videos, skincare related videos, anything related to makeup and beauty you'll find here on my channel. Now let's continue towards the video. Your first question really, why is she in suit? Like what is she wearing and like stuff? Like I don't wear any formal clothes like this on the video. But since I'm packing from the but since I'm packing for Dubai, I have all my clothes packed into my suitcase lying right over there. And this was the best possible combination I could find in my wardrobe right now because I'm actually running out of time so fatafat, and I have like one more thing to do after this video, after I finish filming this video, that I'm actually in such a hurry. So this was the best piece that I could find in my wardrobe to shoot this video. Now this video is the brush guide 101 because since because I personally feel that this is a very vast topic to cover when it comes to makeup learnings or makeup teachings, but I thought of simplifying it down, and I know that this was the requested video when I asked you all like for what YouTube content that you will be interested in seeing on my channel except for the makeup tutorials. This was one, and I get it that there are very less range of affordable and nice makeup brushes available in the market, and when you see that, you're confused that which one should we buy, should we buy this, should we buy that. And I get it, so I decided to break it down for all of you and to make your work a little bit easier. So towards the end of this video, I hope that your doubts regarding the brushes and the tools and the techniques will be cleared up. So without a further ado, let's get started. So this is my brush baby set right here. Now to be honest, all these brushes in here are high-end. I do not have any like brush set range of 500. The only brush set range of 500 I have is these mini so ones, but like these are like my travel friendly and my what I can say is like backup option, because again, like I know this statement you might all not like, but the brushes with expensive and like high-end makeup price range is what the brushes you need if you're a professional makeup artist. If you have a makeup and a blogging channel, you can have brushes by mini, so absolutely fine. There are very perfect and good brushes I still use. I use the highlighter brush, I use the eyebrow, I use the spoolie brush, but I personally prefer those high-end brushes because of their quality and the way that they blend things out. So that is the reason I prefer that. But here are all the brushes I ever use, and like this is not what all a beginner or you all need in your vanity. I love using brushes, and I most of the work I do is with brushes. That is why I need these many. But we'll go in one by one of all these brushes right here. Please do not judge me if you find like some brush with a product, because I've not washed them like since 1 week, and I will wash them when the time I'm packing my makeup bag for the bag. So yes, so please don't judge me with that. Okay, but okay, now coming to the first brush. Okay, let's go on with order if we say. So like when it comes to primer, so primer is the best, like spread by hands. I do not use any brush for it. Then we have foundation. Now for foundation, you can have your buffing brush, you can have your flat foundation brush, you can have your beauty blenders. I use a buffing foundation brush, which is the Real Techniques 204 buffing brush. This is how my brush looks. This is the perfect foundation brush. Like it blends in easily because see, it does not move on your skin. So it's like the tap 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 and like round and like swirl. So this is the perfect buffing brush for your foundation. Then we have then I have two foundation brushes I use. I do not we have three foundation brushes here. Okay, this is not like a proper foundation brush, this is a concealer brush as well. This is basically for layering your foundation on your skin, and then you can buff it out with any of these two, but I use it for concealer or like apply my cream contours. I do not use it for concealers because my eyelids and the area under my eye is very chotu, and like I really like using the beauty blender because it goes like till inside here to blend it all out. So these two are the brushes I have in here. This was given to me. This is a gifted brush set, so it is not by any brand or something, but this is a very beautiful brush with very soft bristles. Like, now this is like the exact flat foundation mixing brush that you need, and this is like a really good buffing brush for your skin finish. I recommend both of these, like for the foundation if you ask me, but like if I have to like take it from my personal travel bag, I will take the buffing brush because I work much more easily with this. Then the another tool for foundations we have is the beauty blenders. Please do not judge me, I just did my entire makeup, that is why my beauty blender has the foundation. This is the best tool. Always use your beauty blenders when they are damp in water. Do not use them dry. They will absorb all your product. Your makeup will look bleh. You do not want to do that. Always use damp beauty blenders. Gotcha? Okay, good. So these are all the tools that you need for foundations. You need a buffing brush to just buff everything out. You need like a flat. The best thing about this brush is you can actually lay foundation like directly from the pump, and then like just start moving it around your face, and you'll have a perfectly good face. But if you ask me, on like if we compare like these two brushes and what I use to blend my foundation, I'll always select beauty blenders. If I do not have the option of blenders, or like if I've forgotten them, then I come to the brushes. I just use buffing brush at the last, but I always blend my foundation with my blenders, and then just I use the buffing brush at the last. I hope this was clear. Then we have the concealer brushes. Again, I do not use concealer brushes. I have only this one right here with me as, yes, only this one here with me as a concealer brush. I do not have any concealer brushes because I don't use any, but the concealer brush will be like this, like a little bit on the stiff side, so that you know you can actually press it and blend it. So again, this was gifted to me by giveaway, and I prefer using beauty blenders for blending my concealers as well, but you can definitely check the concealer brushes out. Then we have the setting brushes, which is used for your translucent powder, your baking, your setting your entire face. So again, I have two. I have one by MAC, I have one by Real Techniques. This is MAC 11G, okay, and this is Real Techniques 402 brush. This is how the two of the brushes look. This is like the entire face airbrush that I use personally, and this is like perfect to set your under eye, to do your baking, to do the jawline crease. This Real Techniques one is perfect. It's not heavy, it's so chotu and compact, you can carry it everywhere. And I honestly prefer setting my face with brushes instead of using the damn sponge, because it gives a more flawless and an airbrush finish. That is why I really like the brushes. So for the setting brushes, your brush the brush should be not very stiff, or to use, like, see how bouncy these both are, like see how easily the fibers are blending. Because if the brush will be stiff, you won't be able to move your brush like this. You'll have to, like, you know, press and move it. You cannot set your face with that. So make sure whenever you are buying a setting brush or like brushes for your face, that you need to entire set the face. The fiber should be extremely fluffy, and the brush should be like really blendable and like bendable also. Make that sure. Then we have the contouring part. Now with the cream contours, as I said, that I do not have like any specific brushes to it, but I do use this stiff one, which is the concealer brush. One more I have with me is here. This is again the gifted one. I have one more, this. Yes, these three are my go-to for my cream contour products. The reason being, look at the brushes. Stiff, the applicator is like extremely stiff and nice, so the product doesn't go like there, here. Your brush will not move, your hand will be stiff, one straight line, and then you can blend it out. So I use this for my cream contour. I have two more contour brushes right here with me. I use them also to blend the cream contour, but I use this to apply the cream contour products on my face with perfect precision. I have these two blending brushes of contouring with me right here. One is by ELF. This is the angled brush, and this is the sculpting brush by Real Techniques. There is no number on this one. So these are the two blending contour brushes I use. I have only these two blending contour brushes I use. This one is very soft contour brush I have, like very, like I have used this one because I wanted very light contouring today. And when I want like perfect chisel, like Kim Kardashian harsh contouring, not like harsh contouring, but like heavy contouring, I use this one because this is more stiff. Like this is actually more like stiff with more like it gives your face more definition. But I love this one for like normal light natural contourer. When I use a bronzer, I always use the ELF one. So I have these two. So whenever you're looking for contour brushes, look for the brushes, you know, which are stiff and which can easily blend upwards and can give your face the finish. The contour brushes will always be in a stipped way, like it will always be an angled brush. It will not be a fluffy or like foundation brushes. It will always be an angled way, so that way you'll come to know that, you know, it's a contour. I blend my cream contours with my beauty blenders as well. Then the blushes brush. I have one by Bare Minerals, one by Mini. So this one is my favorite because this one is like, you know, you see it's very big. So it's like, you know, buffer brush, like the Sun Kissler. This one on the other hand is the angled one. So you see this, you like it applies blush on the lifted parts as well. I have this. I have one by Swiss Beauty. I have again one by Miniso. I have 4 blush brushes with me right here. The blush brushes, the fiber, the way it will be very soft and like very fluffy, and the biggest brush of all your brushes out here, because you need to blend the brush, like entirely blend your blush up, and for the angles and like for your cheekbones, for your nose, for your chin. So every way it is gonna be like very fluffy-licious, like very intact in shape. Okay. Then we have the eye brushes. Okay. So eye brushes, there are many sort of eye brushes. Like there is of course a set of it. There's angle brush for your kajals, for your eyeliners. There is blending brush. There is a sculptor. There is a shimmer applying brush. There is a small blending brush. There is a very small precision blush for your lower lash line. I have one by My Glam, one gifted in the giveaway. I have one by Swiss Beauty. I have one by Sugar. I have one by Swiss Beauty. I have one by Swiss Beauty. 2 by Swiss Beauties and Miniso. These are all the eye brushes I have, you guys. This one, I have one more by Miniso. This one is my favorite. I've been using this for the longest time, the Pro Art one. That's it. Okay, let me count how many. I don't even remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of them. Okay. So the first thing, if you are a beginner or if you like just, you know, applying a little bit of eyeshadow, you need a blending brush, a good fluffy blending brush you need. This is the Pro Art PE20 brush. Now this is the by far best makeup eye blending brush I used. I bought it since the time I started working in the makeup thingy, and it's been 2 years, and this brush is my favorite. Then the another blending brush I have is by Sugar. This is the Blend Trend Dual Eyeshadow Brush 413 Flat and Round XL. Like, see how big it is to just blend the eyeshadow perfectly. Then I have by My Glam. This is the eye blender brush. I love how pretty this brush is. This is like more on the edge of it and then on the upper lash line, but it looks really pretty when blended out. I have one more by Miniso. See how big the brushes, the blending brushes, the fibers will be very big and like round, so that you can blend your entire eyeshadow together in place. Then with the precision brushes, they would be smaller in size. They'll have like perfect tips to it. This one is for your lower lash line. These ones that you see are for your lower lash lines. This one that you see is for your inner corner and look to buff the inner corner out. These two right here. These two are the angled and the precise brushes for your lower lash line, or like for applying the eyeshadow as your eyeliner. So these are all the brushes you need. If you are a beginner, I will just recommend you to get the angled brush, because you can use it on your lower lash line as well, and to get a good blending brush so that you can blend your eyeshadows perfectly. Okay, then I guess the last part is left is highlighter. I have only two highlighter brushes. I forgot to tell you my magic contour brush. This. I forgot to tell you my magic contour brush. This is my L'Oreal exact contouring brush. Now this gives me the best and the most chisel contouring. I don't know how this teeny tiny product does it, but it does it. Like, it's the due for the benefit one. Is the benefit one, and this is the same, exact same. The fibers, the makeup way is the same, and gives the best precise contour, like literally the best, trust me. Then we have two highlighter brushes. This is my Lancome one. This is my favorite. I have one by Miniso when I just want like a light natural finish. Like during the daytime I use the Miniso one, and when I want like perfect high glam blending highlighters, I use the Lancome brush. Always the highlighter brushes will always be angled. Like, see, this is like the curvish angle, or like this angle from this side, so that when you use it, it just goes upwards, doesn't like come downwards. Your highlighter will not be like spreaded in different directions, just one, and you're good to go. These were all the makeup brushes I have. I have one more right here, the last one, the spoolie and the eyebrow comb. This is for your this is for your eyebrows. This is a spoolie and the eyebrow comb. This was the one last year. These were all the brushes I have in my vanity, or which you need for your daily makeup, or if you're a beginner or anything. I hope this video helped you all. If you have any questions about the brushes or any brands, drop it in the comment section. I'll answer them all. I hope you're having a great day, and thank you for watching this video. Do come back to my channel for more regular updates. Hit the subscribe button.